Just give us a round robin on the economics and the market and asset class implications of what's going on in the UK at the moment, sir.
I think the situation in the UK is that, as you say, that looks like we're going to have political change in the sense of there'll be another party. But I think markets are quite reassured that if you look at the fiscal front, which is always an issue now, also in other parts of Europe, obviously in the US, where markets are concerned about the fiscal outlook, we seem to get reassurance there's going to be continuity in the sense of a sensible fiscal policy. And I think markets, and us including, are looking forward to potentially the UK getting a bit closer back to the EU, meaning that could give somewhat of a growth impulse. And you combine that with a lot of the risk premium that has been priced into UK assets, including the sell-off we've seen in the pound since the referendum in 2016. I think that makes markets, and us including, a little bit optimistic on UK equity, but also on the performance of the pound, in particular against the euro in the coming quarters.
Excellent. Is there, though, a political risk premium attached to sterling gilt and, dare I say it, the FTSE? Because it's one reason why many people have been talking about the underperformance of all three of those financial instruments and asset classes as well. Is there still a risk premium attached, or are there other reasons why the pound, gilt and the FTSE have underperformed?
Well, I think overall, most people and most economists, but also markets, feel that, Brexit overall for markets has not been a great idea. But what you have now, if you look at the currency in particular, it's a relative price. And if I look at the pound, I look at the political uncertainty in Europe, also in the US, and suddenly, you mentioned the polls earlier, I think the situation in the UK looks for change politically, but not necessarily uncertainty in the sense of the polls seem to be quite clear. And there has been an ongoing messaging from the likely incoming Labour government that they want to play it relatively conservatively on the fiscal front, as I said. So relatively speaking, the uncertainty in the UK seems to be coming down if you compare it to the other main regions. And, premium is probably still priced in. As we've seen, there often have been surprises in the recent elections. But I think, as we look forward, the UK may be actually looking to shed some of that risk premium, if you want.